Rob and Slim Show.
What's up, guys?
David Banks, how you doing?
Doing great, man. How about you guys?
Good, good. I was going to ask, being in Hollywood, have you ever been sexually assaulted by Harvey Weinstein?
When I was 12.
Oh, no. No.
I don't think he likes grown men, so I'm okay now.
He is a mess. He's a mess, Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, it's an absolute wreck, man. So I think this kind of thing needed to be talked about. It needed to be exposed and needed to be pushed out in the open because now everybody is coming forward, you know?
I feel like one of the last places it would be happening would be in Hollywood type of, you know, scenarios like sexual harassment.
Out in the open and everything. Like, well, out in the open.
That it would still be happening, like that kind of a thing. Like, it's horrible. Like, it shouldn't be happening. But, yeah, like, I feel like that's somewhere, like, it would still be happening if it was.
Yeah, well, like, I think Corey Feldman tapped into it a while back.
Yeah, people thought he was crazy at first. People were, like, talking shit about him at first, but then, like, yeah, like, the more and more. And like I said earlier, like, yeah, maybe there's some false ones, but when there's so many accusations, some have to be true. Yeah. Look at Cosby. Look at Cosby, like. Oh,
yeah. What's the old saying? If one person calls you a horse's ass, it's fine, but if 10 people call you a horse's ass, it's time to buy a saddle. You know what I mean? It's just like,
I like that. I like that.
I mean, I think, and unfortunately, Hollywood gets the back end. I mean, I think a lot of that goes on out here, but it's so kind of pushed under the rug because people are in fear of losing their career, losing their momentum, losing their clout, or their connections, and it's horrible. But I think the nice thing is once it's this ripple effect. Now, once the cat's been out of the bag and people were talking about it, now all these people are coming out and talking about it, which I think is a great thing. It gives people a chance to actually break into business that are talented, not because they're sweeping their way to the top or whatever, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like music industry in Hollywood, I could still see this kind of thing going on.
It's definitely opened a gap for like new talent to get in, no doubt.
Yes. I mean, and that, as it should be. I think, it's frustrating. We've all questioned the people that how did this guy make it? And it's like, oh, I get it now. I get it. Okay.
He Weinsteined his way to the top.
I see.
He Weinsteined right to the top.
That'll be a thing from now. You got Weinstein. Yeah.
That's how I get my interns. I have to Weinstein them. And if they can if they don't tell anybody, I hire them.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. I think for so long it was hush hush, taboo. They wouldn't talk about it. But now the nice thing is like everybody's talking about it. Everybody's coming out with a story. I even saw one. Gosh, which blew my mind. What's the guy that Adam Sandler always uses him? He's the "you can do it" guy. What's his name?
Rob Schneider. Right?
Rob Schneider, thank you.
Yes.
He has one on YouTube too, talking about it too. How it happened to him.
Like from a male or a woman?
Oh, from a guy.
Wow.
Yeah, he was talking about how he would, I guess he was a director, producer, I think it might have been a producer, but how he was asking him at a late night hotel, callback scenario, yeah, right, which is always at hotels, right? And he gets there, and the guy says, hey, can you get on all fours and just crawl to me? He's like, what are you talking about? What?
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think people think that, people usually talk about the women.
Just women, yeah.
But it also happens to men. It happens to young boys. It's horrible.
I'm sure it happens from men, for men, from women, and from other men. Like, I'm sure that's happened as well.
Oh, the gamut is run the whole way. Yeah, it's not like, well, okay, if you're not a girl, you're safe. I mean, like, again, if you're a child, which is even worse.
Yeah, that's
the whole thing
worse.
Is disgusting, but if you're a child, you're not safe. If you're a good-looking guy, you're not safe. And a lot of it is from, I hate to say it, but like a lot of that, like the modeling industry is just absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of these guys start.
Oh, wow. That's rough.
Yeah, so and that's kind of why I decided to go the comedy route. I thought it was kind of at least safer in the comedy route. You can just
stay away from Cosby.
Be as ugly as you can, be as foolish and goofy and nerdy and dorky as you can, and kind of fight off. No one's gonna want to talk. No one's gonna want to see me with my pants off when I'm looking like I do now. It's great.
Oh man, I was gonna say too, with Halloween coming up, do you have any special plans?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do. I think every year it gets crazier and crazier, but in the heart of Hollywood, like West Hollywood, that whole it's thousands and thousands of people come out dressed in the craziest costumes you will ever see. It's a trip. It's funny, it's entertaining,
cool,
and it goes on all night. Obviously, it's you're gonna get an Uber there. You're not gonna drive because it's insane parking wise. But once you're there, it is probably the most entertaining place you can imagine.
Cool.
It's amazing.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I always say people, if people are in town right now during this time of year, definitely do the West Hollywood parade. Not a parade, but just the and I think, like I said, every year it's bigger and bigger. People are wearing less and less. It's crazy, but it's definitely entertaining.
Cool. What's the craziest thing you've seen go down there?
Oh, it's not even costumes anymore. It's like half naked, and it's an airbrush covering their boobs, and that's considered a costume. I got 2 tassels and some paint. That's my costume.
That's a costume?
Really?
What? That's not Batgirl.
Of course, it's always the ones that shouldn't be doing that are doing it. But
yeah.
Again, it's definitely a good laugh, and then for sure. I mean, I made the mistake. I think I made the mistake last year of taking an Uber down there, which was ridiculous, and I paid $77 to get there, which I was blown away. It was the whole peak traffic time thing, and then usually it's like a $15 ride, maybe 20.
Yeah.
But it's 70. So I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Holy shit.
But it's that high volume. Everybody wants to be down there. Everybody's going down there. It's just, yeah. Once you're there, you're safe. You're good. How about you guys? What are you dressing up as?
This is it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah?
I got a Spider-Man onesie that I bought last year, so if I do anything Halloween-y, I'm just gonna wear that.
Dude, I'm going to borrow that next year. I love it.
Yeah, man.
What about you, Slambo?
I'm a Lebanese terrorist.
Oh, that's not funny. That's Harvey Weinstein level. That's Harvey Weinstein level.
Oh, you know what? We should all go as Harvey Weinstein.
That'd be
That
the
sounds
thing.
like a good thing.
After the story we read tonight, you gotta have a bloody tampon on you too, because he ripped one out of a girl and chowed down. It said he didn't care. Harvey
Start
Weinstein.
groping and grabbing everybody around you. Why not? Yeah.
Do you have any?
I bet you we're going to see a few of those this year. I bet you are. Watch. And if I do, I'll get a picture for you.
Yeah, I do want to see.
And I'll grab and grope him.
I wonder if there are going to be any female Harvey Weinsteins.
Oh, that would be funny. Just an extra 80 pounds of flat blubber and just disgusting. Yeah, that guy. It's funny because I used to look at him in pictures and think, yeah, okay. And there was this old movie called Spotlight. It's the whole thing about the Duffy Boondock Saints thing going on. And I've been curious to see what because he pretty much just blackballed the director of Boondock Saints, Harvey Weinstein, because back then he had so much power and he was able to do that. But I'm curious now. I would love to see Duffy's take on the whole thing now, on how, because he was kind of coming out. The documentary is called Spotlight, and it kind of taps into the whole thing about how Weinstein promised him all these things, like he did Ben and Matt Damon back in the day. And you're going to be the next big thing. I'm going to make your career huge. You're on the cover of Variety. It's going to be awesome. Your Boondock Saints is going to be multi-level, multi-million-dollar budget. And I don't know why, but he backed out the last minute, didn't return phone calls, and of course Duffy said, hey, well, I'm not going to let this slide. I'm going to talk some trash here, and he did.
Yeah.
And it made it even worse. But I'd love to hear his side of the story now, on what his take is on the whole thing now.
Yeah,
which would be great.
Yeah,
because it's a whole other game now. Everything, like I said, everything's coming out, so it's pretty interesting to see what his take on that thing would be.
Do you have any acting horror stories from your own gigs?
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. You think I would over 18 years? I'm one of those guys now. It's just kind of like duck off water off a duck's back. I just kind of like push it off and swim on. I kind of forget about the bad ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's so many bad. And the stats are, I think, what is it? Every 200 no's you get, you're lucky to get one yes.
Wow.
So it's so brutal. But I think the longer you're doing this, the more you're doing this. And it's funny, as I'm saying this right now, I'm actually driving home from an audition. And there was a guy, I'm not kidding, I can't even make this up. There's a guy in front of me right now who is changing to go into his audition, and he's wearing boxers in the middle of the street right now. It's funny.
Oh, you're going into one?
It's not a normal thing. This is very normal. I mean, literally, this guy's looking at me. He's got a mustache, a pair of red boxers, and that's all he's wearing. And he's getting into I think it looks like a cop outfit. Dude, you will see the most bizarre shit out here in Hollywood, but nothing blows me away anymore.
Not the phases you. Yeah. That's every day. That's normal.
Oh, that guy again.
Here's red boxers again.
This is crazy, but this is, like I said, and nothing blows me away anymore. Nothing surprises me. Nothing shocks me. It's like you've seen it all. You just literally just kind of say, oh, okay, another one. Here we go.
Dude, I was going to say, too, you have a look that you're very versatile, David. Like, just from being shaven versus having facial hair, you can look different in a lot of different roles. Do you think that helps you getting jobs?
You know what? It might piss the casting directors off, I think, more or less, and kind of give them it's like, wait a minute, you had a beard yesterday, now you're like Huck Finn. What the fuck is going on?
They expected something. No, I thought maybe they told you what you needed to look like.
No, I just get bored. I just get tired of looking like the same idiot. I'm like, I'm going to try something new this week.
You don't care what they want.
I don't care anymore, dude. I used to care. They'd tell you, oh, you must be clean shaven for this role. You got to have a 5 o'clock shadow. I pretty much do the exact opposite now, because that way I figured, you know what, I'm going to stand out. If you don't like it, I will. If I'm not going to get it, there'll be something around the corner tomorrow.
Exactly. What do you still hold the Guinness title for most commercials acted in?
Oh yeah, as far as I know, unless there's some guy that starts caring about what he's doing and takes my title.
I was going to say
that's the thing out here. I think honestly, so many people really, really care about the impression they're making, the friends they have out here. They got to be liked, they got to be loved. Did I do the right performance? Was that okay? Can I do it again? I think the minute you just literally let it all down and just say, forget it, I don't care about the outcome. I think Bryan Cranston said it best once too. You literally have to go in there and just do the best thing you can, do your best impression of the character, have fun, make them laugh if you can, if that's what it calls for, and just leave. Get out of the room and forget about it. Don't even think twice.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as you're able to do that, you really are in this amazing place. You're in this free spot where it's just like, wow. And things just magically start happening. You start, booking things that you really wanted. Because there's been times when I really wanted the part. Gosh, I wanted this role, and you don't get it. And it's frustrating. It's heartbreaking. But at the same time, it's like, well, hey, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If it's not in the cards, if God doesn't want me to have it, I'm not going to have it. Yeah. But then there'll be one tomorrow that takes the cake, and it's even better. I'm like, oh, now I know why I didn't get this one yesterday, because I got something better today. Cool.
Nice. I was gonna ask too. The movie you have coming out, Half Magic, that you were in, is that out yet or not?
No, that's gonna be. I think they're pushing for the end of the year.
Okay.
Which I'm really looking forward to. That was an all-star lineup and cast.
I saw it
really
2017.
Funny.
Yeah, it has Molly Shannon in it.
Yeah, Molly Shannon, Crystalia, Heather Graham, Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I mean, it goes on and on. There's so many just amazing people in this, and just the level of improv and talent that was into this. Wow. Heather handpicked, and it was just like, wow. Just being around this on set with those people was mind-blowing. Like, wow. You leave the set thinking, I cannot wait to see this. And I think there's some cameos by, Johnny Knoxville plays this really twisted, funny gay character. It's over the top, but it's amazing.
That sounds great.
Knoxville's great.
I really want to check that out. What is your character in the movie?
I play a psycho stalker that kind of just follows around. Crystalia has his tattoo on his arm and just doesn't give up on him. Just like, oh, I love all your movies. You're amazing. You're great. Can I take you home? Just like this nutty, oddball.
Check out my tattoo.
I got you. I mean, check out my pec. Check my pec, bro.
But I like those weird, twisted, oddball characters. I just kind of tend to gravitate more towards those just weirdos.
That's cool. That's so cool.
Just fun. It's rewarding instead of being the normal guy.
Yeah. Well, that's like Patton Oswalt had a movie about he was like a sports radio caller, type of stalker that kind of made me think of it.
Oh, yeah. Who did that?
Patton Oswalt, I think, was in a movie. I forget the name of the movie, but yeah, he was like a sports radio stalker type of thing.
Nice. Okay.
Call sport radio shows and
yeah, kind of just yeah.
Nice. No, I just love those. I've always loved those characters like Crispin Glover, Sam Rockwell. Just, you know what I mean? Real chameleons that just take it over the top and like, wow, this person's a little odd.
I just messaged Crispin Glover's people the other day. I was trying to book him. Have you ever seen anything like besides Back to the Future that he's done? It's just whacked out.
Oh, it's wacky, but it works, you know?
Yes. Clowny Clown is my favorite. If you go on YouTube and just look up Clowny Clown, Crispin Glover, it's crazy. It's this whacked out song he did, or even his like first appearance on Letterman. I don't know if you've seen that, David, where he like...
I did.
Oh my God, well, how many drugs was he on? He tried to kick.
Yeah, exactly. Either he's acting really weird or he's really on something.
Yeah. And oh my God, but I also at the same time, I don't know who it was on Back to the Future, but they really screwed him out of the second and third movie. Like,
you know what? Yeah, I just read that and I was blown away. And because of him, they have a new law.
Yes,
they can't use your face anymore, your image, unless you're in it.
They made a mask of his face. Yes,
wow,
and used it against his like permission. They didn't even ask, and he sued them over it, which he should have. And yeah, he won. So that's good.
Oh, I'm glad he did, because that's just not acceptable. And I think I read the stories about how, I guess, he wanted it done a certain way, and he kind of had his hands, and he said, listen, I'd like to do this, and, you know, and I think it's admirable for his creative control. He wants to be kind of in it, and he has his 2 cents to say, but I think a lot of times, if a director has a vision, it's kind of stepping your boundaries a little bit if you're telling, hey, listen, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this.
They don't have time for that. He was a bit pushy, yeah. He was a bit of a nudge, but yeah, like they didn't have to do him dirty like that. I was telling a friend at work the other day.
Yeah, that's not right. Doing him like that was just completely uncalled for, and I think he didn't even know it was happening. He's like, wait a minute, as he's watching this, that's not me.
Yeah, because I was telling a friend the other day, and he was like, wait, that's not the same actor in the second and third? And I'm like, no, they use a face mold of him.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's fucking
insane.
Weird.
And I just watched it again last week because I don't remember how that went. I'm like, oh, and they had little clips of him hanging upside down and stuff, and it's just really, really weird. And I think kind of sucked that they got rid of the first original character and they replaced her with Elizabeth Shue.
Yes, the original Jennifer too.
Remember?
Yes. That bothered me. Seeing
me too. I mean, I love Elizabeth Shue. She's great, but like, you get attached to a certain character, and I get it. I just read that she didn't make the round 2 because her mother, either her mother or her father, I think it was her mother, had cancer, so she went home to take care of her, which I think is amazing. How beautiful is that?
Yeah.
But, you know, why even enter Elizabeth Shue was in it for all of what, a minute?
Yeah.
Why even bring the character back? Why just maybe not have her in it? I don't know. That was kind of weird, but
yeah.
But it wasn't as good as the first one anyway, and I think I gave up halfway on the third one. It went like Western and stuff.
I've gone back to the third as I've been older, and as I got older, I like it. It's a good movie, but when I was younger, I'm like, yeah, this sucks. The love story.
Yeah.
But now
the only trilogies that really took over and killed it each time, for me anyway, the only time they went for a second and a sequel and a prequel were the Vacations.
Oh, I never saw the Vegas one, but yeah, dude, some of those sequels.
Oh, Vegas is great too.
Christmas,
European, Christmas, Vegas, they're all great.
Yeah.
I even kind of like the newer one.
Oh, I never saw that one.
But it was with his son.
Yeah,
that takes it over.
Yeah,
Chevy Chase does like
he's the grandpa.
He is in it.
Right?
Yeah, he does show up in it.
Chevy Chase was great in that, and my other favorite movie of his was Funny Farm. That movie was good.
Yes, Funny Farm and Fletch.
Yes, so good.
Dude, no matter what day you're having, if you're feeling down or blue or bummed out about whatever, watch a Chevy Chase film. It'll turn it around for sure. It always does.
Was he in Spies Like Us, or I can't even think. No, I don't think that was him. Spies Like Us. I don't know why I just thought of that movie. With it was another. I know it was Aykroyd.
Dude, yeah.
But I forget who else.
They couldn't have made a bad film back then. There were so many good planes, trains, and automobiles. You know, just everything back then. Max Dugan Returns. There's so many. Mannequin, Zapped. Dude.
Why can't comedies nail it like they did back then anymore? Like I don't get what happened to the comedies.
They hit or miss. There'll be a couple funny moments.
Yeah.
Like I like Due Date. I like pretty much anything Zach Galifianakis does. Anything Will Ferrell does for the most part. Will be comedy.
I was just gonna say.
But you're right. It doesn't really. They don't nail it like they used to.
No, they don't. They don't.
It's just like they're catering to a weird audience. I don't even know.
It's like...
Or the remakes. It's like, we can't think of nothing new, and that's old 20 years ago. Let's redo this. Like,
I can't stand...
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a few good like Seth Rogen films, but I've seen a lot that I'm just like, I just can't keep watching them.
Yeah, for as many good ones that he has, he's got terrible ones.
got a lot of steamers.
Oh, dude, and that's the thing. I think Eddie Murphy made those same choices too, where the majority of his films back in the day were absolutely outstanding, and then he'd do these bombs. That were like,
I don't know. I might be a minority when I say I never even enjoyed his stand-up. People, when it was new, when it was fresh, loved his stand-up. I just never enjoyed him that much.
Yeah, you know, so I hear that. Some people are either really, really on the team with that and really love him, or they don't. Like, there's a couple guys I just don't get. Like, I don't like at all. I don't like Fluffy. I never was into Dane Cook.
Me too. Yes, I hate Fluffy. I hate Dane. No.
Yeah.
Dane's...
There's underground ones that are really, really good. Like, I love Pablo Francisco and Theo Vaughn. To me, are the new top. Well, not new, but they're the top.
Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of laughs every single time you see them. It's always something fresh and new, original material, and it's different. But I just never really got on that wagon. It was just I just didn't see anything funny about them. And everybody else was a hot thing, and they're great, they're amazing, and I get it. Like I admire people like Dunham, but I just never really. I don't have any urge to go see him. Yeah,
he's a guy I didn't like until I heard him in an interview. Like, and then I'm like, okay, I
felt the same. Yeah,
there's a couple guys like that turned me, but yeah, for the most part, like usually my whatever, my taste doesn't change. But yeah, once I heard Dunham, even Larry the Cable Guy, I used to think he was just a hack piece of garbage, but hearing him in an interview, he's actually a pretty smart guy and pretty cool. Like,
okay.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I still might think they stink, but as a person. And then there's some guys like you wouldn't think are great. Like Tom Green, I heard an interview with him, and I'm like, yeah, what is he doing now? And he's still really funny and does some really cool stuff.
That's what I was just talking about him the other day, wondering what happened to him. It's like these cats that were huge, like the guys Clay, Pauly Shore.
Yes.
Like what? You wonder what happened, but I guess they're still doing their thing. They're still out there. And,
they are.
You find them online to see. Oh, they're doing a show at the Improv next Friday. How funny! Okay, so they're still at it. We just don't hear about them as much as we used to.
Yeah, and Tom Green started way before it was even like popular. He started a podcast.
That's what I was saying. Really he's like one of the pioneers for like internet shows. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
really cool.
Again, they kind of vanish. It's just one of those things where, okay. And then again, but that's what I think about Hollywood out here. If you go walk into one of these shows, the Ice House, the Improv, the Laugh Factory, you're bound to see someone just pop in, like, like, oh, there's Arsenio. How funny. I just walked in and I saw it was Arsenio. The other one was the guy, the guy from Seinfeld. He does a lot of stuff still again too.
Not Kramer, right? He's
Kramer. Thank you.
Oh, I thought he was blacklisted after that one.
Oh, that's a good one. He was blacklisted for a while.
Literally blacklisted.
I don't think he'll ever work in the film industry again.
He dropped the N-bomb on stage because of a heckler. Like he just couldn't handle a heckler.
He'll never go back to the Laugh Factory, but you'll see him pop into other places.
Yeah, he just lost control.
Laugh Factory has definitely blacklisted him for sure, unfortunately. But
yeah.
But yeah, these guys come around and they still make their appearances. They still get a little. A lot of times they won't even be on the banner on the headline act. They'll just be. You'll go to see someone else and they'll make a little pop-in surprise visit. You're like, oh, sweet, okay, cool, nice.
Cool, that's cool. That's awesome.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Another perk about living in LA, other than all the crap out here that you see, the traffic, the graffiti, the gangs, the bullshit. But there are some good perks too. Every once in a while.
Nice, David. David, thank
Not
you.
Too many, but
yeah, thank you so much for talking to us. It's always great, dude.
Always great to talk to you guys and catch up with you guys and see how well you're doing. I love watching you guys blow up. It's been amazing. I've known you guys now for what? I think going on our third year, right?
Dude, yes, and you were one of the first people I was like, why is this guy even talking to us? Like, why is the guy
No way, man. You guys are amazing. I love it. I love watching the growth. I love watching your humor is right up my alley, so we're like brothers, you know what I mean?
Thank you, David. And where can everybody find you?
My social media is Dynamite Dork.
Awesome, dude.
Go add me. Go stalk me. Go follow me.
Yeah.
Go post some weird stuff on my page. I'd love it.
All right,
David. Have a great Halloween.
I'm gonna go battle some traffic. It's always great to talk to you guys.
You too, brother.
Right on. Talk to you soon.
All right, man. Awesome. We will be back with Ryder.
Nailing it with these interviews today.
Fuck yeah. What do you think? I'm an amateur?
We always know what
the Mike Jola show.
Like,
this isn't Girls Little League, okay? All right? Just cut me a break. I know what I'm doing. Just like David said, it's been a few years, all right?
You haven't been here for a while. Oh, yeah, we're really nailing the interviews.
No, we
tonight.
didn't get Master Shake yet. Sorry. Sorry,
we need the shake. We need the shake, Master.
I missed you, Slambo. That guy's creepy. We'll be back.
Really jealous of this nightcap.